New breed, global truth. Shalom, Israel. It's your brother New Breed coming through with another live stream. It's simply V's in the building. Carnivore, Jane Doe, the King Rex, Dylon, what's up? McDonald, Famous Shell, Millennium Jess, Gemini, Citizen Soldier, salute. Okay, I see Carnivore in the building. Tribe of Asher, blessed. I was just sitting here reading Revelations chapter 13. And it was leaping off the page. You hear me? And then I get to scaling through all the news sources and seeing what's going on in the world. And there's some breaking news, man. Ladies and gentlemen, the mark of the beast is coming. It's coming. And I'm not saying that so you can be afraid. I'm telling you that as righteous people, as the Most High's people. I'm telling you that so you can, be prepared. But it's getting real out here. So scientists, they actually want to leverage human beings to power 6G's wireless. We talking about this is cutting edge, next generation technology. Shout out to all my cool nerds out there who is really interested in things like this, because it's important to understand how the science works so you can know what's happening, what the people are getting themselves into, what they're attempting to do to the people, and how they're using the people. Yes, Dash Gamer, it is definitely blatant wickedness. But not only that, it goes against everything that we were taught about human beings. It goes against everything that we were taught. A lot of people don't understand why I come with the term spiritual voltage. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear me say that a lot, right? Some people believe I'm just saying it to be saying it. No, the people legit have voltage. The people are electric. And it's like, in this year of 2023, if you look at the numerology up at your screen, from 2021 all the way till now, they've been preparing for this. Look at the math. 2, 2, and 2 is 6. 2, 2, and 2 is 6. 3 plus 2 plus 1, 6. So they've been preparing strategically, which each G they rolled out. They were strategically doing it year by year. They were strategically putting it out there year by year. 3G, 4G, 5G, all the way till they got up until 2023. And they can roll out 6G. So these people operate in high forms of magic. They're very esoteric with how they conduct all of these things. So this is why we get into the numerology of it. But what they're not, see, this is what people didn't know about themselves. We have the power. And they're telling us, the devil is actually telling you, listen, you are the power. You have the power. It's all in you. Today, you're going to learn something about our bodies. You're going to learn something about how the power in us works. And this is something that's not taught. You're not going to hear this anywhere else. The Most High has moved me to really give a lesson on who we actually are. Ladies and gentlemen, we really are full of voltage. We have more abilities than you can imagine. We're just not being taught. We're not getting the quote unquote sacred sciences that we're supposed to learn. And this is a Bible lesson, but I need all my Bible believers to really broaden your horizons, open your minds, because I'm going to introduce some concepts to you that you probably have never heard from a Bible teacher. This is no wizardry. This is no divination. This is no sorcery, what I'm about to say to you. This is just strictly based on concrete evidence and facts with how the body has always worked and who we are as people, right? So, yeah, my boy Young Gene said, man, let's go down a rabbit hole. Let's do it. Let's do it. I see Bro James in the building. Letitia Jones is in the building. Yep. She said our bodies especially activate when alkaline. That is very true. When we are in an alkaline state, there's a lot our bodies can do. That is a fact. I'm glad you know that. But we're going to get into this. Now, I got a couple sources to go to, but the first one I want to go to, I want to do some reading on the first source. I'm going to pull this up because I'm into all of this tech stuff. I want to know how it works and all of that. And I came across this article and it's very new. This is something new that they want to introduce to us. This is not even a day old. Let me see here. See if I can pull this up. Here we go. Next generation wireless. This is on Research Mag. Next generation wireless technology may leverage the human body for energy. Now let's read this. Immerse mass. While you may be just starting to reap the advantages of 5G wireless technologies, researchers throughout the world are already working hard on the future, 6G. One of the most promising breakthroughs in 6G telecommunications is the possibility of visible light communications. They're calling this VLC, which is a wireless version of fiber optics using flashes of light to transmit information. NAV team of researchers at the University of Massachusetts, Amherst, has announced that they have invented a low-cost, innovative way to harvest the information. So now, through these flashing lights, they found a way to harness this energy using what they're calling VLC. It says they found a low-cost way of doing this. It goes on to read, innovative way to harvest the waste energy from VLC by using the human body as an antenna. Wow. This waste energy can be recycled to power an array of wearable devices or even perhaps larger electronics. VLC is quite simple and interesting, says Jai Zong, professor of information and computer science at UMass Mercer, and the paper's senior author. Instead of using radio signals to send information, wireless lights from LED. So pretty much people are going to be used as catalysts. So everything we were taught about our human bodies, nobody in science class told us that we were full of electricity to be able to power a VLC. And could it be possibly that with some of these inundations that people have been getting hit with, probably the same thing that got people just croaking all over the world exponentially? Could it be that they've set up a grid using the people? Could it be that they have already implanted the technology that can connect with this 6G device? Could it be that? Right? So there's many ways they could have created this. But what a lot of people are not telling you is that we already had electricity. We already have what you call the VMAT2 gene in our bodies. We already are connected to this planet. We can already power the planet. We are the power of the planet. That's the part they never told us, right? But the devil has to tell you somewhat of the truth. And also in 2023, this is pretty much the year of the cyborgs. We're talking about half human, half machine. They're putting everything in place with the 6G to create real cyborgs. This is some stuff straight off the Sci-Fi Channel, bro. Imagine that. Now imagine a world in which you won't need a wireless connection because you are the Wi-Fi. You literally are the Wi-Fi, and everything can be read through you, meaning your banking information, card information, and all of these things can basically, you can wave your hand in the air and create holograms. This is where they're pushing towards. Yeah, they're making strides. Somebody said Mark of the Beast is coming. This is cyberpunk becoming reality. That's a fact. That is a fact, man. Revelations 13 tells you. It tells you straight up. It goes on to say in Revelations. Hold on, let me see what verse is it. Let's see. Revelations 13, and it's in 16 and 17. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save he have the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Wow. It goes on to say in verse 13. Hold on. Let me see. What are they doing here? Verse 17, pardon me. And that no man might buy or sell, say he have the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. See, this is ultimately what they want to roll out. It's mark of the beast technology. This is what you call a prerequisite. Lam Didier, thank you for the $5 contribution. Says mark of the beast technology. It sure is. They want you to be used to becoming one with the 6G. What did this say in the scriptures? It said, if he have the name of the mark, let me read it again. Let it register. Let it register what it says. We talking about 6G, right? In the year of the 666. And what is the number of his name? Verse 18. What is the number of his name? We read 17. And no man might buy or sell, say if he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. On top of that, guess what? The body, the human body, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, 6 protons. And what do they want to do? They want to use the human body to pretty much leverage the 6G in the year of the 666. Wow. See, this ain't your 501c3 church. This ain't your camp that's under a 501c3. You're going to get the truth on this side. You're going to get an understanding of how these people really operate. They're going to use our divine physiology to usher it in, to show you that Satan knows that we have the power, but he has to trick us out of our souls, out of our blessing. He has to trick us out of our light. That's what this year is about. Let me tell you, 2023 is all about tricking people out of their light. Now, let me show you that science backs up exactly what I'm saying. I want to go to a source. Interesting young lady in this source. She's a scientist. And she was saying something approximately a year ago that went totally unnoticed by a lot of people. But since I'm one of those cool nerds that's into stuff like this, I paid close attention to what the young lady had to say. And she has a video titled, "Everybody is a Human Antenna." Everybody is a human antenna. See, nobody really listened to her then. Now scientists want to actually use us as these human antennas. So let me see. Let's see if I can pull that up for y'all. Here we go. Everybody is a human antenna. Let's listen to what she has to say.
Is an antenna, human antenna. Everybody is an antenna, human antenna. And we are...
Don't get to playing these games.
collecting the impulses from the outside world.
We are connecting the impulses from the outside world. Ladies and gentlemen, forget everything that they've ever told you. We are electric, baby. Understand that. When we talk about this spiritual voltage, we the power of the world, the light of the world. We connected to the as they call it, the universe, but we're connected to this planet. The Most High God said he would give us dominion over everything, over life. When he created Adam from the soil, from the earth, we created from the earth. He said, I give you dominion over all living things. You got dominion over the plants. You got dominion over the animals. Literally, you can control your environment. Chosen ones. Listen, you literally can make things happen. You can make things happen. This is the sacred science they don't want you to connect with. They don't want us to connect with nature. This summer it's going to get real. We connected. Feet planted in the soil. Feet planted in the sand. We going into the wilderness. We going into the woods. I'm telling you, it's going down this summer. The chosen ones, you got to spend your time out there in nature this summer. So we can connect to the right source. Because Satan want to trick us because he's a copycat. He wants you to connect to his source. Tulips and Light, and thank you for the $2 contribution. Was it? Christina, thank you for becoming a new member. All right, let's continue.
There is an antenna, a human antenna. And we are collecting the impulses from the outside world. We are able to transform it and send it back. The problem is that many people, they are switched off. So they live on autopilot. They are reacting on a very superficial level. So
that's because you're superficial. You cannot connect to your spiritual voltage because you operating on a primitive carnal level, but there's still remnants of this electricity in you. But what happens when you know what you have? What happens when you know how to use it? But a lot of people are not tapped in. A lot of people's pineal gland has been pretty much clogged up and blocked off. A lot of people are just operating very vain and callous. A lot of people have been used as pretty much a lot of people have been rendered from their original light. You understand what I'm saying? And people they're not tapping into that voltage, right? They're not tapping in. That's why identity is very important. You got to know who you are. When you know who you are, you know where you're going. Yep, this is like somebody said it. When you rub your feet across the carpet and your hair stands up, or a balloon, or you touch something real quick after rubbing fabric, and what happens? You actually shock something because it's electricity in you. It's literally currents flowing through us. Yep. Let's continue.
They don't connect with the deeper levels of communication.
They're not connected with their deeper levels of communication. You need to connect with yourself. This is why you got to spend time alone, praying to the source, which is the Most High. He can give you a deeper understanding, a deeper connection. There's some of us that can move objects with our minds. There's some of us that can make things actually manifest itself before us. There's some of us who have kinetic energy and we act as magnets to other people. There's some of us that we have superpowers. Some of us have the ability to what they call astral projection, but really it's just moving in the spirit. When you go to sleep at night and you can actually leave your body, that's a power that you can literally connect with. And I'm not talking about on some witchcraft, taking DMT or LSD. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about being carried away in the spirit because the Creator sends angels that can carry you away in the spirit. Let me tell you something. Anything dealing with the spirit, you're going to see electricity in itself manipulated. That's why in all of those paranormal movies, all those ghost movies, what is the first thing that happens? You start seeing the lights turn on and off, lights turn on and off. Each one of us have a spirit. So when spirits are moving, it affects electricity because it's a good deal of it is made out of electricity. A great deal of those celestial bodies or those terrestrial bodies, right? And we have a terrestrial body. We have a celestial and a terrestrial. We are literally two parts. It's two of us. There's you, and then there's your inner man. There's you, and then there's your inner woman. It's more than meets the eye. You can't be carnal minded and be a spiritual being.
Level. So they don't connect with their deeper levels of communication, and they are not able to broadcast.
They're not able to broadcast. Don't you know that your mind is like a projector? She said they're not connected, so they're not able to broadcast. To broadcast means to manifest something. Just like when you take a projector screen, you put that projector screen up. What is it doing? It's on the wall, and whatever's in that projection monitor, it actually projects against the wall, and you can physically see it. Our central nervous system has the same ability to project and broadcast something. We can make things manifest, make things appear, meaning we can curve our own reality. We can literally make our own lives, and this is what the Most High calls free will. You understand what's being said? But listen, this is what Satan wants to do. What Satan is trying to do. Let me read a scripture for y'all. He's trying to reduplicate the Tower of Babel all over again. That's what he's trying to do with this whole technology. Because he knows we have the natural ability to broadcast ourselves. But what he wants to do is reduplicate the Tower of Babel. Remember, at one point, according to Genesis chapter 11, we all were speaking the same language. We was all on one accord, and they tried to build a tower up into the heavens. The Most High had to separate the tongues and languages. That's what they're attempting to do. He wants to steal our light. Yep. All right, let's continue.
And from the moment that we all feel in tune with ourselves, we switch on our antennas and imagine the world when all the antennas would be switched on.
Did you hear what she just said? Imagine a world when all the antennas get switched on. See, listen, this is what's happening in the world. There is a great awakening taking place in the world. The righteous are waking up. God's chosen people are waking up, ladies and gentlemen. And we are gaining knowledge of self. And now they have enough energy to try to harvest off us. See, they're going to try to harvest energy off of us in any way they can. In any way they can get our energy, get our light, get our voltage, they're going to do it. That's what's happening right now. They're seeing that the people are waking up. They got knowledge of themselves. They're carrying all of this light, and they're going to try to. Satan's going to see how he can use it. Okay, let's leverage that electricity that's being cultivated, and let's use it for the 6G wireless. Vampires, straight devils. Let's see. Let's continue.
It will be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It will be nice.
There will be unity.
Exactly.
Yeah, see, I don't think the podcaster really know that she's telling the truth. Like, she really knows what she's talking about. And now it's been proven because they're trying to use this energy to power the 6G. They don't, imagine this, they don't have to build new towers, y'all. They don't have to build new towers anymore. It ain't like they got to put up, you remember when they was putting all those 5G towers up and people was tearing them down? No, they don't got to do that. It's either one or two things. It's either they're trying to feed off of our energy, or with all of these inceptions, they're finding a way. They put the technology in people where it acts as some type of radar. So the people who don't even have the natural voltage, they found a way to create Satan's light as well within people. Real talk. Yep. Jolanda says technology. She says technology that was meant for good transcended to evil things. Exactly. Somebody said, dang, 5G just came out. LOL. They can't wait, shaking my head. No, I told you at the beginning of the stream, they have strategically rolled out each one at a certain time. It is divine numerology they operating in. They are in a rush to get this 6G out. They're going to get it out in 2023. 6G is coming.
Exactly.
Can I go back to this two-way street?
Sure.
I certainly believe, I 100% agree that communication is a two-way street. But would you say that there's some times you just have to stop talking to some people because they don't serve you, and then move on to people that you can have better chance at maybe getting them to listen to you?
Yes. This is about your super mindset as well.
Super mindset. So your super mindset allows you to figure out who you should spend more time with, who you shouldn't. Okay.
Who serves you, who doesn't.
Good. All right. Good.
Exactly. That's part of tapping into your higher self. That's part of tapping into that antenna, that spiritual voltage, figuring out who serves you in life and who don't serve you in life. You got to figure out what don't serve you in life, what activities really don't serve you in life, and what does serve you in life. That's how you actually connect. And that's why I'm always teaching about, being isolated at times to figure out who you are. People say that I'm the loner guy. I teach loner or separation talk. No, I'm trying to teach you how to tap in to your higher self, to who you actually are. But you got to get away from things that don't serve you because they're dimming your light. When a person say, yo, people are dimming, these people around you, they dimming your light. I'm not saying that, I'm saying that on a mental, physical, and a spiritual level, even on a scientific level. Now imagine that on a scientific level, people can dim your light. Scientifically speaking, they're literally dimming your light. Why? Because you're spending energy on them. Energy is very real. That's why anybody who is not making you a better person, get away from them. They're taking energy from you.
I almost thought you were saying that you can do it for everyone. And sometimes I think if we spend too much time on the wrong people, it's like lose. So, okay.
Exactly. Because with some people, it's impossible to create unity.
Yeah.
It's impossible to create rapport. And that's okay. Because we're here in the world to have a certain purpose. And it's impossible to be in good standing with every single person on earth. Just not possible.
Gotcha. All right.
But the more unity.
But Satan wants everybody to come together. Satan wants everybody to come together. That's why you got to be careful of those individuals that's always talking about, everybody getting along and everybody unifying. Listen, Christ said he come to bring separation and division. You can't cultivate the right energy with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
We can create with the persons that we are aligned with. We can co-create a bigger purpose, a bigger mission.
No, man, something just really jumped into my mind. He said, if you aligned with the right people, you can cultivate a certain energy. What if something has been inseminated inside the people on a massive scale? We are speaking hypothetically right now. And all those people who have been inseminated or injected with something, what if they all on the same frequency? They on the same alignment to make whatever Satan is trying to roll out. What if they under the same frequency to make it possible? Oh man, you know. Oh, yep. Justin says energy is the most valuable currency. Exactly. Mm. That's just a thought. That's just a thought, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm on board with that.
I want to go to another source for y'all because I want to speak directly about melanated people. Because the Bible says, what value do you have of being a child of Israel? To much is value, right? So let's talk about us melanated people and how we affect this, right? There's something else I want to share with you because there's something about melanin that a lot of people may not be aware of, right? I want to talk about the electronic wonders of melanin. The electronic wonders of melanin. And I want everybody to thumb the video up if you gain an insight. Fair use.
Melanin is a versatile molecule. Not only is it responsible for giving us our UV blocking complexion, at the cellular level, it gobbles up harmful radicals that lead to diseases such as cancer and Parkinson's. But that's only the beginning. Over the past decades, researchers have focused on what might be melanin's most promising talent yet discovered: the ability to conduct electricity.
What? You saying that melanin has the ability to conduct electricity? See, everybody sounds choppy. The audio was off and on. I have no idea why. We're going to run that back.
Melanin is a versatile molecule. Not only is it responsible for giving us our UV blocking.
Was it good to go? Put a 1 in the chat if it's good. Yeah, they like to play little games. Yeah, they jiggling the wires. Yeah, they tripping, man. It sounds good on my end, so I'm not sure why it's doing that.
Blocking complexion. At the cellular level, it gobbles up harmful radicals that lead to diseases such as cancer and Parkinson's. But that's only the beginning. Over the past decades, researchers have focused on what might be.
See, ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea. It says you good, Breeze. See, some people are saying 1, and some people are saying it's good. Like, by show of ones, could y'all hear the audio? Man, I don't understand. Do I have any moderators in here? Thank you for the 50. Thank you for the 50. Dimitrov says, keep bringing the heat, New Breed, one of the few out there, not sugarcoating, says how it is. Much appreciated. Thank you. I appreciate the support. All right, so people saying, some people, listen, I'm going to stop it and I'm going to reshare it. I couldn't imagine why the audio would be choppy. I don't know why I would do that. Let's see. Let's try to share it again.
Melanin is a versatile molecule.
Yeah, it keeps buffering. I know it's buffering.
Not only is it responsible for giving us our UV blocking complexion. At the cellular level, it gobbles up harmful radicals that lead to diseases such as cancer and Parkinson's. But that's only the beginning. Over the past decades, researchers have focused on what might be melanin's
Yeah, they don't like this.
most promising talent yet discovered, the ability
Listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna pause this for a second to see if it'll load. Let me tell you what goes on over here, right? They don't like the momentum that's over here. They don't like what's being taught. They really don't want you melanated people to know how powerful you are. I paused it right now because I'm gonna try to let it load up. And this right here is frustrating because I got the highest data cap that you can have on internet. It's not my connection, literally. I done called these people. I done made sure that I got everything the gamers and podcasters got. This ain't supposed to be happening, right? It's the enemy, but Satan is a liar because we're gonna get this message out. Frank Littlejohn, thank you for the $10 contribution, man. Yeah, they stay playing with these videos. Somebody said, are you using Wi-Fi? Yes, I'm using Wi-Fi. The highest Wi-Fi you could use, but you know, hey, these are the type of battles that I got to face over here. But we're going to play this because we need to understand the power of this melanin, right? Let's get it.
conduct electricity. That's important because if we fancy a future where environmentally benign electronics help us fight disease, monitor our health, and store energy, we're going to need bio-friendly materials.
Now, listen, if we have bio-friendly materials around us, let me tell you something about our human bodies. Let me put this disclaimer out here. I am not a physician, nor am I trying to give medical advice. But let me tell you this. It has been scientifically proven that if you leave the human body alone, it can actually heal itself. Dr. Sebi was proving this through fasting. He healed plenty of people from various diseases, allegedly, just by leaving the human body alone. Listen, when us melanated people are not being corrupted, we're the most dynamic human beings on the face of the planet. Now, everybody has melanin. It just so happens that the black and brown people have a little more melanin. Everyone has melanin. But let's make this clear. They try to make it seem as if we're the most unhealthy people in the world. Our people are always dying of gout, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, heart attacks, strokes, all kind of diseases, right? Because we don't understand this knowledge that if we just leave the body alone in a fasted state and allow our melanin to do what our melanin is supposed to do, our melanin will heal us. We will heal ourselves. Listen, even age is nothing but a number. We can literally live. Listen, there was a time where we didn't have all of these frequencies. We didn't have all of this stuff they putting through the airwaves, these chemtrails. There was a time where we didn't have all of the radiation. Our people was living hundreds of years, 300-400 years old, bruh. 300-400 years old. So they've been battling against this melanin forever. They been knew that our melanin possessed a lot of power. Why you think they organ harvesting? Telling you, bro, real talk.
And what better material for the job than one made right in-house? This is melanin in its most common form. When it comes to electrical charge,
Yeah, that's why they put EMF out there and all of that. They trying to
melanin acts as a sort of bank, always ready to lend out or take electrons depending on the environment.
Yeah, y'all see what they doing? Thumb the video up, everybody. Thumb the video up. Let them know that y'all still tapped in.
Chained together, as they naturally tend to do,
yeah, we still tapped in.
Melanin molecules can shuffle electrons and surrounding ions end to end.
Somebody even said, somebody said in the chat, at one point our hands were weed killers. Now imagine that you had that much power over the land, over the earth, over the planet, where you didn't need no spray with all these chemicals. Your hands, if it was weeds, your hands could kill them. You could put your hands in the weeds and kill the weeds, bro. That's how powerful we were at one point. Yep. Somebody said back in Sumerian times, there were kings who ruled for hundreds of years, even some thousands. Exactly. They don't want us knowing this. This is safe. Let me tell you something. This right here is sacred science right here. We got a total charge in our body. We are electromagnetic people, bro. That's a fact. So when I be talking about that spiritual voltage you signed up for, you really listen. This is voltage right now. Matter of fact, they using their servers to try to go against the voltage I'm projecting right now. They want me to battle against the machine. That's what it is right now. I'm telling you, this is Terminator 3, bro. What y'all think the Terminator movies was about? The battle of the machines. Us versus them. Our power versus their power. The synthetic versus the real. This is Terminator 3 we playing. Even when I'm getting on here making content, this is Terminator. Real talk.
Is an all-natural electrode material. In terms of performance, it's not on par with the electronic materials we find in our phones and laptops. But because melanin is 100% compatible with our body's makeup, it's a much safer starting material for building electronic devices, both for us and the environment.
So listen, we a whole energy weapon out here. We are a whole energy weapon. So why you think that Satan got to make all of this technology? Remember, the Bible says the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. They got to make all this technology to combat us. That's why when they see this brown skin, you know, if you under a gang stalking program and they targeting you, they're trying to target the melanin as well. That's why they hitting you with the EMF. It's deeper than just electronic torture, which they do that as well. But they're trying to attack your melanin because you carry an essence. This is war, man.
Researchers have shown that melanin can act as a switch when sandwiched between metal electrodes, turning on and off under different applied voltages. It seems like a simple trick, but that switching behavior is critical to the operation of any computing device. Polydopamine, a synthetic melanin analog, has been used to extract harmful metal ions from water, and polydopamine-coated nanoparticles have been shown to boost the sensitivity of...
Now imagine we get to the point where we can wave our hands over water, and change it. So when we talk about Christ turning water into wine, oh, y'all listening right now. When we talk about Christ turning the water into wine, we talking about something real. We're not talking about no spookism. We talking about he was that tapped in where he understood how to remove toxins from water. Imagine being able to wave your hand over some water and change its components. You can change the chemical compounds. Why? Because you tapped in. They don't want you to know stuff like this. Yo, there's a couple of Instagrammers. There's one gentleman in particular. I wish I had his name right now. This brother, he be out in the woods. He be out in nature. And he literally, he could be moving around, right? He could be moving around, right? And nature would start to dance with him, move with him. I mean, I've seen him do this. No camera tricks. I had to go study the video, bro. I had to go look at the video and be like, how did he do this with this video? No. We can literally change things within nature. We can communicate with the species. We can communicate with the grass. We can make, like, if you go into a field of tall grass, Somebody said, is it called Andreas? Something like that, man. Hey, if you know the name of that guy, man, that be moving the earth around, like he be moving tall grass and all of that. Yo, them videos are real. I had them checked. Dude is the truth. Yeah, he be on his vibrations and frequency stuff. Like he's in tune. He's tapped in. Yo, somebody said, why I know I wasn't tweaking. You not tweaking. You are not tweaking. Somebody said, be careful what you say, fam. Some of us are changing, get closer to the creator. Be careful what you say, fam. Some of who I'm not who's Lene, I'm not sure who that was directed to. Like who did you direct that comment to? Yeah, we can manipulate the atmosphere. We have supernatural powers. They don't want us to talk about stuff like this, bro. Energy is everything.
Tests designed to seek out diseases like HIV, Zika, and cancer. Researchers are still learning how melanin behaves when surrounded by...
Did y'all hear what they just said about melanin? What it's capable of doing? How it can actually remove diseases out of your body? How your body can heal itself when there's no free radicals, when there's nothing, for lack of better terms, toxic or poison going in your body. What your melanin can remove from you.
ions from water and polydopamine coated nano.
It can remove poisons and toxins from water. Your melanin can. Put your hands in water and removing the toxins. Imagine that.
Particles have been shown to boost the sensitivity of tests designed to seek out diseases like HIV, Zika, and cancer. Research.
That's why it's important that we get our sunlight, man. You got to get your sunlight. You got to get your vitamin D. They try to keep you away from the sun. That's why Bill Gates talking about blocking off the damn sun. He don't want you to be tapped in.
Researchers are still learning how melanin behaves when surrounded by the machinery that makes useful electronics.
They're trying to learn how the melanin behave. Listen, I'm telling you, it's man versus machine. This is Terminator. I show you how the machine act. Y'all see how this video keep on buffering, right? Y'all see how the video keep bluffing. That's how it act when it gets scared of that melanin. Real talk.
Work, but continued efforts from chemists, physicists, and material scientists are likely to result in exciting new applications for this highly versatile molecule.
Yeah, but it is what it is, man. They found ways to captivate our energy. We gotta know who we are. And we gotta know, follow these laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Tap into who we are, study the natural science, the sacred science. Know that, listen, we got the power of the Most High in us. But, it is what it is, man. Hopefully this video gave you some insight. It shines some light on different things that you may not have thought about. This is different times, man. Daniel 12:4 says, but thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So although many people are running to and fro, many people are like chickens with their heads cut off. A lot of individuals act like they don't know the time of the day. But at the same time, knowledge is increasing. We're learning. We're figuring out who we are, what we're capable of. We're finding out what's really in us. 1 Corinthians 6:12 says, all things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. Oh, that's powerful right there. That's a powerful scripture. This is what we got to know moving forward. They need us to create everything. They need us to do anything, but we can't let anything rule over us. Not a cellular device. None of these things can rule over us. Man, I'm telling you. Nehemiah 2:18. Then I told them of the hand of my God, which was good upon me, as also the king's word that he had spoken unto me. And they said, let us rise up and build. So they strengthened their hands for this good work. We got to rise up and build by tapping into nature. We got to rise up and build with each other with this word, with this truth, with this light. Bring forth the truth and not let, these demons rule over us. I'm telling you, man, we got to understand our power. But it is what it is, brothers and sisters. Thank y'all so much for catching another show. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. I got more content coming. Somebody said the video title is on the screen. Okay, teamwork make the reality work. If the wicked can come together and create all of this technology, imagine what happened when the righteous come together. Anyway, brothers and sisters, y'all have a blessed one. Thank y'all so much for catching another show. More content coming. With that being said, shalom and peace.